Welcome to the Black Men Think podcast. If this is your first time here, know that the views and opinions expressed by the Black Men Think podcast are those of the Black Men Think podcast and not the individual members. With that being said, we're about to be unapologetically, undeniably black. Enjoy.
I don't know where we started, man. Camera rolling. So, hey, man, welcome to the Black Man Think podcast, where we elevate our black men because black men be out here thinking. I'm your host. Last name good, but my homies call me JD. And to my left, I got my dog.
Your boy Motown, once again.
Yeah.
Good to be with y'all tonight.
Absolutely. Shout out to Tori and Corey. They can't be here tonight, but, they're here in spirit. Sip of the week.
Got a little reposado.
Okay.
We need a sponsorship before we can share the brand. So please come see us, and we'll be happy to feature you on the Black Men Think podcast.
I like that. It do got a little kick to it. I'm going to have to end up going.
Yeah. So
Coca-Cola in a second.
I'm going to need a little
Coca-Cola.
Little mix in, a little free gift. So
Yeah, man. But homeboy, check in, man. How you doing, brother?
Good, man. I am approaching a shift in the atmosphere.
Word.
So it's been a lot of contemplation, cultivation of ideas, thoughts, things we've talked a lot about on the podcast. Really, couldn't be a better time. While and I know we're kind of somewhat talking to Cope. The seven understand.
Yeah.
Kind of the current situation. Basically, it's going to be a transitional employment situation coming up here shortly for myself that I look at as an opportunity to challenge myself to jump back into areas that I've avoided for far too long.
Okay.
Things that I've, left sitting on the table in a space of like trying to rationalize it as comfort. Probably, honestly, if I'm being honest with myself, is more fear.
Gotcha.
Than anything. And I guess this is more or less the push that I needed to like reignite some of those spaces. And just had some having some good conversations with some folks. Tapped in with Ace recently, just kind of had a brief conversation. I went out to a really, really dope worship night that was led by Triple E. Triple E actually is coming out with a worship project. Super, super dope project. So shout out to Trip, man. He did an amazing thing. But even being in that space and just kind of hearing some things, it ignited something in me that I realized the time is now. So
That's good, man.
yeah, man. Ready to rock?
Yeah, that's I don't even want to talk about that, what just happened but we've all had those seasons in life, bro, and one thing I can say, being on the other side of this, it's beautiful on that other side. And so if I don't know if you need any reassurance, but I'm here to just let you know, bro, when you align with where you're supposed to be aligned, everything, even though it ain't gonna be smooth sailing, it falls in place the correct way.
Yeah.
So, it's just
I received that.
Yeah, it's just a matter of time, bro. A matter of time.
Yeah, I realize it's like we always picture the end result, and there at times we avoid the pressure, we avoid the challenge that you have to go through to get there.
Yeah, man.
Knowing that the end is inevitable, but it's like you got to get uncomfortable for a minute.
Man,
you really do.
That's the part, and I think that it's such a word in that, man, because we get so caught up in what's right in front of us that we forget, even if you look at where you are right now, all of the work you had to go through to get to where you are right now.
Yeah.
And I think we miss that sometimes because, we're just kind of living in it. We're so going that we don't even realize that, like, hey, bro, when you were 18, the ideas that you had in your head, you had to work to get to that point. And if we keeping it a buck, the ideas that you may have had in your head at 18, you accomplished a lot of them.
Yeah, 100%.
You know what I'm saying? Like you accomplished a lot of them. And I just think that sometimes, man, especially as we get older and we really get into adulthood and real life and all these other things that happen, I think it's very easy for us to forget about challenging ourselves.
Yeah.
Because we're comfortable.
Yeah. We're at an age where you can easily coast, you know, and you can coast and almost like trick yourself into thinking that you're still achieving the things that you need to because your kids are growing up. You're going through different phases of life. You know, you're experiencing different things, but I think it's necessary to take a step back and really reassess whether or not you're doing what you should be doing.
Right.
Because that's different, right? Like yes, you are still successful. Yes, you are still hitting benchmarks in different ways, but are you doing what you're supposed to be doing? And I think for me, like that's really been it's been a space of like exploration lately.
Yeah.
And it's not even that, you know, this is necessarily a moment where I return to something. It's a moment where I also have to realize like I'm looking ahead to something that I probably haven't experienced before. Now, it may have components of things that I've done before, things that I've accomplished before, skills that I've developed in the past or in the present, but there's something new that has to be unlocked.
Yeah.
And it's going to require another level that I've never been pushed to.
Yeah, man.
You know, and I would dare I say like even in an environment that I've never been in while doing it. So, yeah, man, it's going to be an interesting time. I think these next few weeks of just kind of being able to take a step back, having that space to really think, pray, plan, you know, experiment in some different ways, you know, creatively. And I'm not even just talking about music, just creatively, just really thinking about who I am today, here now. What do I have to offer the world? And then, you know, something I love what Trip was kind of saying the other night, even about him being a hip hop artist that did a worship project. You know, he was like, that's not typical. He was like, but what I did was I made music that I felt like belonged in the world. He made a product that he was in love with, that he felt like belonged here. Not even on some prideful stuff, but just on some like, it belongs, it can only be done by me this way. And that's kind of where I want to like tap in a little bit and just like really sit in that space and say like, who am I to the world? What can I offer this world that nobody else can offer?
Right.
You know, and see what comes out of that. So,
yeah, that's dope, man. Bro, I can say like these. It's not even, it haven't even been rough, but this past like month, I've been so locked in on dad mode, bro.
yeah.
You know, wifey, shout out to wifey. She been doing some training that was supposed to take like 2.5 weeks, ended up being like 4 weeks, and it's been like every day, Monday through Thursday.
What's the hours looking like?
I mean,
basically going all day.
Home by like 4. So pretty much like a regular work day. Like she, and that's the thing, like, you know, because I can't complain because like she been going, you know, she been working very hard, like Monday through Thursday, training, then Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, regular job.
Yeah.
So it's been like 7 days a week.
Man.
So I've been like straight dad mode.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Which is challenging. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But also, I get it. Like, you know what I mean? It's a temporary thing. But I was just like, bruh. Like, I'll put it like this to put it in perspective. I came back from LA on like a Sunday. And she started training on that Monday.
And so and that was like right after your long, like delayed flight, late night, early morning, all that type of stuff.
All of that.
And been going since? Sheesh.
That was
like
last
a month ago, bruh.
No, that's a fact. It was literally a month ago. Like,
yeah,
it has been, you know what I'm saying? So I just been like, I'm not over it, but I had to find some type of mid ground to where it's just like, all right, I see the girls like doing their thing right now. So I'm just I gotta let them be in what they in.
Yeah.
And just, that's what y'all on. That's what y'all on. I'm not in that mode to fight with y'all or argue. All right, that's how you feeling right now? Cool. I'm like picking my battles with my children because I was finding myself just like super frustrated
Yeah.
for reasons that I probably shouldn't be frustrated, but also like, yo, like what are we doing here? You know what I'm saying? So yeah, bro, it's been a very challenging month. And I've also it lets me know that I don't and no disrespect for anybody that's doing this, because you're doing it, you're a champ. Salute to you. Like, bro, kids, it's not meant to be done by yourself, bro. You gotta have a village, whatever that village look like to you, right? Like, I ain't saying for me that village is my wife and me with the kids, but I know that ain't everybody's situation. But like, bro, I don't see how anybody could do this by themselves,
Yeah.
and that's just like working, kids, home life. I'm like, nah, bro, that's not what's up. That ain't what's up.
Yeah, I can't picture. I couldn't picture, and I know there are a lot of folks that have that reality, whether chosen or whether it's something that it was the hand you were dealt. It was just the way that the cards were played. But man, it can be a lot. And then I think a lot of it has to do at times like where are we? Like, what's our temperament?
Yeah.
Are we well rested? Do we have a frustrating day? Do we need a moment? Because there are times where I'm just like, I'm in it and it's cool. Like, I came home today, I've been gone literally all day, doing all types of things. I couldn't wait to see my family. Like, I got home, and it's like, it just happened to, to be my day. Like, my wife and I kind of ebb and flow through the week. We'll schedule, some nights where it's like, I got it, she got it. Tonight was a night where she had it, And so, like, typically I check out. I'm like, I was about to go upstairs, watch the game. But I wanted to see my family. I wanted to see my kids. And the kids was just like, Dad, I want to play Monopoly. I was like, let's go. Like, let's do it. I was excited. Just because I happen to miss them. Some days I'm just like, bro, I don't even want to I don't even want to see y'all. Like,
Right,
I don't want to hear y'all. I'm about to go put my earplugs in just so I can like have silence in this noisy house.
Man.
But I just can't fathom having a reality in my life where I've got 4 little ones. I guess I call them little still. And there's no break. And so like, I honestly like salute to
bro.
anybody that's doing this. Even more so like, and I'm just say this on the Black Men Think podcast, salute to you if you're a male doing this.
Oh man.
Because that's not even like our natural positioning, in a normal setting, I would say, or at least in a status quo setting. It's not that we can't do it. It's not that we shouldn't do it and when we need to. It's just like we're not the familial nurturer.
Man, look, bro. Case in point, you saying that, right? Like, so my youngest, she's the crier of my 2 children. And I mean, bro, she just cried. She cried for her feelings. She's very emotional. Her feelings are hurt by the smallest of things.
Okay.
Right? And a lot of times I have to remind myself that that's just who she is. That's how she's wired. That's who she is.
Yeah.
There's nothing that I can really do about that. I can nurture her and reassure her and reaffirm her about making sure that her confidence level is up, but she's going to feel how she feels. And bro, like, wifey was at home. We were all like, I'm cooking and she just having like one of her fits. And I'm just like, bro, I'm done with it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm legit done because like, in my mind, I'm looking at it very simple. You're whining because you're ready to decorate the Christmas tree, which we said we're going to do after we eat.
Man, when they figured out something that they got to have in the moment, boy.
Man, bro.
It's a whole thing.
And I'm just like, what are we doing? Like, we're going to do this.
Yeah.
We're just asking you to do this one thing so we can get to the next step. And, I think my wife sensed that I was like fed up. And so she stood like, took charge of that. And I'm just listening to her, like how she's handling that. And I'm just like, bro, that is just not me. I'm just not naturally wired to deal with my daughter in the way that she dealt with her.
Yeah.
Which let me know it's so important to have just that. You know what I'm saying? Like, for her to be able to come in and recognize what she's going through, whether maybe she grew up and she was whiny like that, like I don't, you know what I'm saying? But I was so dumbfounded on like, bro, I don't know what to do here, and I don't want to yell at you because yelling ain't gonna do nothing. But
It's just gonna make it worse.
It's just gonna make it worse. So I'm just like, hey man, figure it out. I just get to the point where like, hey, you figure out whatever you got to figure out, and when you're ready, we can talk about it. Because I don't know what to do in this situation. You know what I'm saying?
Do you feel like another hypothetical? Like, do you feel like you could have a third? Like you could handle?
Man, my honest dog. I don't know if I could, bro. Like, I mean, just being honest. I mean, I think if situations were different, because like we very much so arranged our life around our kids, right? Like, I mean, in normal circumstances, I pretty much make my schedule. I'm working 2 or 3 days a week. Wifey working 2 to 3 days a week on normal circumstances. So we kind of scheduled our life to be surrounded by the kids and like the things they have going on. And so, I mean, could I do it? Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I don't know if I would want to do it right now. I don't know, bro. It's just, and I think about that too, because, you know, anything can happen. Like I saw, did I send that to y'all, that IG post? The lady was like 50 something and the husband 63 and she pregnant.
Bro, I ain't see that.
Bro, no, like, yeah, bro. I think she's like 58 and he's 63 and she got pregnant. And I'm just like, man.
Bruh, what?
So, you know,
Bro, you're going to be 70 with a senior in high school. 70.
No. Wait. She's 58.
I'm tripping.
And he's 63.
I heard 53. Nah, fam. You might not be here, dog.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, real talk. Like,
that's crazy.
At 17, the dad will be 80. And I'm just like,
hey, bro, them jeans were strong, boy.
Jeans were strong. And
what?
But you know, I say all that to say, I was just like, bro, I don't even think I could compute in my brain that if my wife at 50 said that she was pregnant. What?
I ain't gonna lie. I got some cousins. They got surprised with twins. I don't remember what the age was. I just know, I shout out to y'all because they started over, and they had just had, I think they were either about to have or just had a graduating, like their first child was about to graduate from high school.
And they starting over with twins.
Starting over, bro.
Sheesh.
Starting over.
And see, in my brain, bro, I would like, so people ask me all the time, like, hey man, you gonna go for that boy? You gonna go for that boy? And in my brain, bro, I think I can see me and my wife going for the boy and having twin girls.
Golly, boy, that would be crazy.
Man, listen, bro.
And what's crazy is like my mother-in-law is a twin.
Yeah. It's
y'all
lucked
the
out,
fact
bro.
that we got to 4 and we haven't had a set of twins, but that just lets me know we can't, like,
yeah, bro.
Well, we mess around and be like, I'm pregnant, and then it'd be like, well, we go from 4 to 6.
Listen,
Let me tell you something. Time out.
Let me tell you something.
It's a joke.
I've I'll be on social media or whatever, and I'll see these big families, like families of 10 and 12 and all of this, and like they're making content because what you got to at this point, right? If I got that many kids, there'll be a lady like she's saying like, how I feed my family of 12, and like, bruh, the way that their life is set up. You know how you walk in the Subway and Subway got like the containers of all the different. That's how she prepping dinner, bro.
Oh,
like she prepping dinner at like a Subway station type of setup where she's making stuff. She's pulling out fresh veggies out of like small containers, making whatever she got to make. I'm just like, bro, I couldn't even imagine.
What's the grocery bill look like, dog? What do we do? Like, what kind of employment do you have to support a family that size?
Okay, so I'll say this. I think in order to do it to where everybody is like healthy relationships, because don't get it twisted, right? We all could do it, but to do it, one parent, because once you get over like 4 kids, I think personally daycare and childcare is like out the question.
That's out the question.
It's out the question. So either one parent is staying home being like the nurturer of the kids and the other parent is working, because at that point it doesn't make sense
For both of y'all, like to be trying to figure out
Yeah.
schedules.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't, bro. And
No, you're right.
if one person, so say that like both career driven people, right? And y'all both want to work. If y'all both go to work, one of y'all are literally going to work to pay for childcare. That's just how serious it's going to be. When you got 4 more kids, like
Your whole salary.
it's going to childcare to make it work.
I'm trying to figure out what your living situation look like. Like, how do you even afford this? I mean, granted, you know, people can get by. Like, you can bunk bed that thing up. One bedroom can have 4 kids. You know, so on and so forth.
Yeah,
You're going to make it work.
But I'm talking about making it work in the times that we're living in now, where you want your cake and your, you know,
Man.
It'll be tough, bro. It'll be tough. It'll be tough.
Speaking of people with that many kids, it's a quarterback coming into the league that got 11 of them things.
Man, I know why he left.
I just, bruh,
11 kids, dog.
11 of them, bro.
Ain't no way.
And my boy said he coming back. He about to bring it back. He ain't been in the league 4 years.
Man, look, if y'all don't know, you know, we're going to give y'all some type of sports update on this podcast. It is what it is. Phillip Rivers, you know, he signed to the practice squad in Indiana.
Yeah.
Right?
And he might start Sunday.
I mean, honestly, bro, and I know we were talking about this in the group chat. My personal opinion is I'm not leaving if I know that I don't have a very good shot at starting. And I don't think that the Colts will sign him without them knowing that he's probably going to be the starter. Because
You're not going to bring him on the practice squad and promote somebody from the practice squad to be the starting QB.
you know, like it's his job. We just got to go through
Yeah.
the proper channels.
Right.
Because he's retired. All of these things, like we got to go through the proper channels in order to make this legit. You know what I'm saying? But he's going to start, and I get it. They're in a good position right now to make a good playoff run. You get a couple of games up under your belt before the playoffs start to get them comfortable, and then you go for your run. And in a perfect scenario, you know you got a top running back, you got a solid defense, Phillip Rivers is good enough, or at least he was good enough to make. I'm saying, bro, even if I'm only doing 15 yards max downfield, he can make a 15-yard throw.
Yeah.
And that's really all you need. You run a couple of times. Like, now I don't know how many deep balls they'll legit be able to do. Like, I don't know. The long ball might be out.
He used to be a gunslinger, you know, out there. But I wonder pace of game,
Right.
game manager. I mean,
Can he take the hits?
that's the question.
Yeah, that's the big question.
That's the question. They different. I mean, and granted, they were crazy while he was in the league already, but they different now.
Yeah.
It's a whole nother level, a whole nother speed. I guess we'll find out.
We'll find out. I mean, if they're lucky, do they win a championship?
Heck no.
Probably not in this.
That's not gonna be like a Joe Flacco.
Yeah.
Nah.
That would have been a perfect scenario. That's somebody that's, still know the game, still locked in, still playing. I think him or even a Matt Ryan maybe would have been.
Matt actually would have been a good call.
That would have been
Both
a
of them
good call.
played there.
Yeah. So Phillip Rivers though, bro. I mean, we're talking about 4 years, man. They're throwing the Hail Mary right now at that. And I get it, but
I'm just trying to figure out how he got the call.
yeah, not Cam.
Not like why ain't nobody got Cam numbered out?
Cam said, "You seen that clip I sent you?" Cam
ain't
was
see
like, "No, he was like, I know why I didn't get the call. My personality. You got to deal with this." He was like, "I'm not. Y'all know who I am, so if you bring me in, you're gonna have to deal with what comes with it, and I know y'all don't want to deal with that. So,
Dang.
it's unfortunate."
That sucks, man.
And he said something which I didn't realize. He said he's not even retired.
No, he's not.
Yeah, so he can come back with no problem, like no reinstatement needed. He's technically a free agent. You know what I'm saying? And there was it made a comment. It was like, bro, how do people know you in shape? It was like, man, have y'all seen my Snapchat? bro working out every morning.
Cam
like,
is huge, bro.
Yeah, he locked in, bro. He locked in.
That's crazy to even just to even like think like ain't nobody calling Cam.
Mm-hmm.
I should have put one of these receivers in. Is what I should have did. The Falcons are currently getting beat down as normal.
Yeah.
But I left both of the Bucks long-time baller receivers, Chris
the
Godwin and Mike Evans, on the benches on all of my fantasy teams. But it's all good.
Yeah, man. Still got time.
Mike got 19 points.
Oh, yeah.
It's all good, though. It's just the first week of the playoffs.
It's just the first week.
So
Which we're both in. Right now,
So
Kyle
it goes.
Pitts got 30 points for me right now. So hopefully everything work out well for me. And, you know, me and Mo are trying to get into the championship of our fantasy league. So we'll see what happens.
And Baker got 18. I left him. Okay, that's all right. That's how this week gonna go.
That's how it
Just
is.
is what it is, bro.
Down to the wire. I did want it to it was something I want to bring up to you. So if y'all, and we forgot to mention earlier on, make sure y'all join Patreon. On our Patreon, we walk through setting up a retreat, a Black Man Think retreat. And we're in the planning stages of that. Something that we feel that's going to be great for not only just for this podcast, man, but just as the community as a whole. So if that's something that you may be interested in, go ahead and shoot us a DM. We're still in the planning stages. That's going to be 2026. And, we're looking for just a time with community and people, fellowship, good food, good drinks. So, if you're a sponsor, a company that want to be involved with that retreat, definitely let's reach out. We'll send over whatever we need to send over for you guys to get that information. But yeah, local brands, like we want to be able to deal with Black brands majority. But if not, hey, it'll be dope if we can find some Black men that own liquor companies, some chefs to cater some of these events that's coming up. So if that's you and you're interested in that, go ahead and shoot us a DM, man, and let's try to work out those details as soon as we can, because 2026, this is something that is happening. So we just wanted to make sure we told y'all, because we told our Patreon family. We got to tell y'all too. Yeah, bro. So thinking about life, thinking about next steps. I know we talked about a lot of different things early on, but I wanted to kind of shift gears a little bit and just talk about where you feel we are going. And when I say we, I mean podcasting,
Yep.
kind of like breaking the fourth wall a little bit for our family and just kind of give them ideas like, what do you feel that, what we need to be doing better? And in turn, like, what are the next steps for us to take this to where we know that it can go?
Yeah. I'll be very honest tonight, man. I think we have to commit to content and consistent content, which can put a lot of us in a uncomfortable space, right?
Yeah.
You are the one on this podcast that is the most naturally connected influencer in a very strategic way. It is a part of your makeup. It's a part of your business model. It's a part of all that you are and all that you present yourself to the world to be. I think there are tiers after that in terms of all of us where our comfort level sits, and I think we've got to ironically break that wall in order to take this to the next level, because I think the opportunity is obviously there. I think we have a community of listeners that are ready for it, ready to engage that way, and I just think that's something that we need to strategically do, but authentically do.
I actually I couldn't agree with you more, bro. Like I feel that is the thing. And I'm also aware that it's not natural for everybody. And I'm also aware that like people got stuff going on too.
That part. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I think
Yeah.
it's more so that people got stuff going on
Yeah.
more than like naturally, which like, look, bro, we a podcast of homeboys, but also we like homeboys that got like real jobs that like and good jobs that ain't just like
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Which that's understandable. And so like, you know, I think that's something that we've always had to deal with even from day one. Like when we first dropped an episode, we thought about the disclaimer before we did anything, right? Like so these are things that we from the get-go we knew that this was going to be not a problem, but we were going to eventually get there. But I love what you said about finding ways for it to be authentic and in our comfort zone, because, bro, something that I've really, truly just stumbled on within like the past 2 to 3 weeks, because I received everything you said about, as far as me like being like more of the natural influencer amongst our group, but it is something that I struggle with because. Like being just a creative, it's not my natural thing to turn on the camera to show people what I'm doing.
Yeah.
I'm kind of like if we had like a cameraman like literally filming, I wouldn't have a problem with that because like you're doing that.
Yeah.
Like it's
No, I
not
got you.
natural for me to like, oh, let me show y'all what I'm doing.
Yeah, no, I'm with
You
you.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's one thing that I've struggled with. But these past couple of weeks, bro, I got to the point to where like, you know what? Yeah, y'all gonna see podcast clips because that's just clips of us doing the podcast or whatever. But I'm not gonna make a beat and show you me making a beat. Because I feel like I am intentionally making a beat for you to it don't feel authentic to me.
I
It
see
feels
what you
like
mean.
I'm forcing
Yeah.
that. So what I started doing was like, bro, when I have certain thoughts, I just turn on the camera and record those thoughts, how I really feel. Like, so when you see stuff where I talk about how the Falcons pissing me off, or like how I felt that when Outkast made the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and I'm talking about how, like, you know, the real reason why y'all love Organized Noise is because of Goody Mob. You know what I'm saying? Things like that, or talking about what the kids' math homework and all of this stuff. That's stuff that's more authentic to me versus all the other things that I actually do every day,
For sure.
because that's me in that moment. You know what I'm saying?
And I honestly think that's been our identity from day one. Like we created this podcast to expose and reclaim the narrative for Black men, that we're not a monolith, that we are not what you picture in this society.
Right.
That we are, the spectrum is so far and wide, and we for real be out here thinking. Like we for real have perspective and thoughts and wisdom and all these things as it relates to any facet of life.
Yeah.
And I think while we capture that naturally in this space and naturally in what this came from, which was our relationships, I think we can lean in to literally capturing that in the moment. Very similar to what you've been modeling. Honestly, I've been like wrestling with the idea of chronicling this next period.
Oh, bro, you should.
So
you should,
I see the
we
light
can talk
bulb.
about, yeah, bro, yeah, oh
and,
yeah,
and just like being very transparent and authentic about every phase of it. And you know, that's an area where I'm like, man, that takes a certain level of vulnerability. But I haven't seen that. It's needed.
So this is what I love that, and I definitely think you should do that. And I ain't even talking about just from like a podcast perspective.
Yeah.
I just think just personal branding in general, it needs to be done. And bro, the thing is, we're moving into, and we're not even moving, we're already here, right? Like we're at a space now where whether it's future employers or future investors, they want to know what you got going on. Is the days of who am I on paper means absolutely nothing anymore. Like, yes, it still holds some weight, but bruh, whatever field that you're going in, people want to know personality. They're doing personality tests, right? Like they want to know, okay, this is how this person is reacting. I want to know how they're going to react with a staff full of people in a higher position. How do they react when they're at a holiday party? I think we're selling, not even selling is not a word, but we are showing our personality.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, your employer, the next brand deal that you may be signing, whatever it is, they're only going to come to you if they like your personality. We can still have a filter without. I ain't saying like get out here and be like, if that's you, that's you. But that has to be authentic.
That has to be authentic. Yep.
Yeah. If that's not who you are, like in a normal scenario, bro, then I don't think there's anything wrong with showing personality in your own way to let people know who you are. Because, like, man, we're gonna get to a time where they're gonna start looking at that first and making judgments off of that.
Yeah.
And then they might call in for all the extra stuff. But you definitely should do that, bro. Like that, man, that's fine, bro.
We'll talk about that.
Yeah,
We'll talk
absolutely.
about that. I'd love to hear your thoughts on that one.
Absolutely. Look, I tell you what, we don't have an Ask a Black Man this week. So if y'all want to do that, please give us a call, 404-939-6477. Leave us a voicemail. If we like what you got to hear, we'll play it on the podcast and answer your question live. We've been getting some good questions, man. Y'all go ahead and let's stockpile those up so we can have them ready for next week. But look, if you haven't already, go ahead and go to patreon.com/blackmanthink. Join there, get the free trial. See what the content is. Like, here's the thing that people don't know. If you join our Patreon today, you can go all the way back to when we first started our Patreon.
Episode 1.
Get all of that content. Not just what episode we're going to put out this week. You can get all of the old stuff too. So it might be old us, but it's brand new to you because you're a new subscriber. So yeah, we about to go to Patreon right now. Y'all can catch this episode. With that being said, though, remember, Black Man Think Podcast, where we elevate our black man, because black men be out here thinking. We'll see y'all next week.
The Black Men Think Podcast.